Chapter 13: Chemical Change and Chemical Bond. Changes in our surroundings. Changes can be of different types. Some changes occur naturally, while some are man-made changes. Some are useful changes, while there are some changes that are not useful or changes that do us harm. Some changes occur slowly, while some occur fast. Some changes occur only in the forward direction. They are called irreversible changes, while some changes occur in the forward and reverse direction again and again. They are reversible changes. Some changes occur again and again after a definite interval of time. Such changes are called periodic changes. There are some changes which recur after one occurrence. But even if they recur, the time interval is not fixed. Such changes are called non-periodic changes. In some changes, the properties of the original substances remain the same. That is, their composition remains unchanged. No new substance is formed. Such a change is called a physical change. The change in which one substance is transformed into another substance having new and different properties is called a chemical change. Let us consider some examples. Ripening of a mango, melting of ice, boiling of water, dissolution of salt in water, ripening of a banana, fragrance on ripening of a fruit, darkening of a cut potato, bursting of an inflated balloon, sound of bursting firecracker, and foul smell from spoiled food. Which of these changes are physical changes and which of them are chemical changes? Melting of ice, boiling of water, dissolution of salt in water, bursting of an inflated balloon are all examples of a physical change, while ripening of a mango, ripening of a banana, fragrance of ripening of a fruit, darkening of a cut potato, sound of bursting of a firecracker, foul smell from spoiled food are examples of chemical changes. Why are they classified as chemical changes? All these examples show that during any chemical change, the composition of the original substance changes to form a new substance with different composition and properties. How do we identify a chemical change? Let us perform an activity to get an answer to this question. Activity. Take some lemon juice in a glass. From that, take some lemon juice in a spoon and taste it. It is sour to taste. Now add a pinch of baking soda in the glass of lemon juice. What do you see? There is slight bubbling seen around the particles of soda in the lemon juice. Do you hear a sound on taking your ear near the glass? Yes. There is a slight hissing sound from the glass. Now taste this juice once again. Do you find it to be as sour as it was earlier? No. The original sour taste has become mild. There are many perceivable observations noticed during this activity. Let us understand them. The bubbling seen in the glass is due to evolution of a gas. It is seen that as the gas is being liberated, the particles of soda are also disappearing. The low sound produced is also due to liberation of the gas. The original sour taste of the juice also becomes mild or diminishes. What do you understand from all these observations? We understand that a new substance with a different taste is formed. Since the taste of the substance was different, it indicates that the composition of the substance formed is also different. Thus, we can say that in the change that took place in the activity, the original substance changed to form a new substance with different properties. Thus, the change that takes place on adding baking soda to lemon juice is a chemical change. Sometimes, some characteristic observations are perceived during a chemical change, which help us to understand that a chemical change has taken place. These observations include a change in color, a change in taste, evolution of a gas, etc.